Ready to find out my #1 most favorite way to grow my email list? Stay tuned. So my #1 favorite, most popular, awesomest way to grow my email list? Webinars. They are a way to get a huge influx of people on my list. Also, I get to provide value right up front. So I've talked about webinars before, and I got a lot of emails afterwards asking about how to market webinars. How do I get people to actually show up? Because I know that's often a fear for people, and I talked about that in the video. Here's my 3 sort of step launch plan for a webinar. This is how I make sure I get people. And I really do sort of map this out before my webinars, because that way I make sure nothing falls through the cracks. I make sure I don't miss anything. So I do have kind of a step-by-step way I do this and what I share. So here is my first stop. My first #1 step is to share it with my existing community. So I'll share it with my email list. I'll share it in my private VIP community on Google+. And that's because social proof is a powerful thing. I can, of course, provide content to my existing people, but also encourage them to share it with their friends. Because honestly, there's going to be a lot more valuable in a pitch from them about my webinar than me for my webinar. I also make that sharing component really easy to happen no matter how you get to the signing up. If you sign up, there's always a click to tweet and a call to action to invite your friends. Always, always, always. Step #2 is I share it on social. I, of course, do this on my Facebook page, on my Google Plus page, LinkedIn page, personal profile and company page, Twitter. I always schedule all that stuff to go out so that I know I'm really going to be hitting it in all of my sort of social communities. Beyond that, though, I really take the social media step a step further, and I share it in my groups as well. There's a group that you spend a lot of time in, and they allow you to do this kind of promo. I absolutely encourage you to do that, because then you're converting people who you talk to all the time, who you network with all the time, to join you on your list and to join you for this free training where you're going to provide them a ton of value. Definitely do this in a targeted way. I don't suggest doing this like just link drop style in all of your groups. Do this in the groups you're active in, and make sure that you check with the group moderators first so that you're clear on the rules and if this is allowed. My 3rd step and my final step is definitely an investment piece. I run Facebook ads and I run LinkedIn ads for my webinars. That way I can really make sure that I am getting that information out to all of the people who would be a really good fit for it, even if they're maybe not on my Facebook page yet. This is also a really good way to grow likes on my Facebook page, because the ad will kind of do double duty for me in that sense. Quite often people who sign up for the webinar end up liking the Facebook page as well. So invest a little money in some really well-crafted call to actions filled Facebook ads and LinkedIn ads. I like LinkedIn ads as well. They're not going to work for every single business. Obviously, if you have no audience on LinkedIn, don't worry about this. I have found them to be pretty successful, again, with the right targeting, just like Facebook. But run some ads, invest some money, especially because for me, webinars are a really easy way to make that money back, because not only do I get people on my list, and that's a value right there, but I always sell something from my webinar. So it's usually an introduction to a new program. Like in January, I ran webinars to promote Social Pro. So that really converted pretty quickly for me, and I was really able to get that return on investment very quickly. Invest a little money, run the Facebook ads. That will be really, really helpful in getting that list grown quickly and getting people packed in. So those are my tips for you. Make sure you're telling people, really is the common theme here. Tell your list, tell your social networks, engage in your groups, and of course, run some Facebook ads or LinkedIn ads or whatever ads you want to run. Facebook is a really good place to start if that's what you do. So if they're just Facebook, that's cool. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment below. I loved connecting with you. If you have any questions you'd like to see featured on a future episode of the show, be sure to leave them below. I will answer them, because that's what we do here. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. And so I really love Hootsuite, and it's a really great place to get started if you're just starting to really take control of your social media and actually manage it and not just sort of feed the monster.